people would be able to. Now, as you can see here, we are a little snappy today. We have our gaming mouse on just because for some reason the gamepad slows down our game from time to time. Oh, I gotta fix my scaling quick now that I've changed my settings. There we go. I couldn't see my missions. You know, it's not to say that I won't go back to it or that I'm done with it forever. It's just for now, it's not super appealing to me. And as soon as we get back on the hype train for it again, of course we'll go back. But sometimes I think you do have to just step away and go, you know, this isn't what I want. I'm not enjoying myself. And, you know, I hope you'd have respect. You know, I can't control everyone's thoughts or opinions. So, you know, I respect decisions to be angry. I just hope that people would see it, you know, and go, well, if he's not having fun, don't do it. Now, I will say it has been a while since we've actually streamed Borderlands 2. So, I'm not fully aware what I was doing. And I remember some of these missions, like the Gluttony Glutch and the Hollowed Hollow, we accidentally walked into DLC territory. So we're not going to tackle those right now. See, I do think the way they were marked, especially because the ones were a little higher, they looked like thumb markings. You know, I'm not going to say that he did or did not mark the sleeves. Get more in position here. But they definitely had that intentionally marked feel to me. You know, I'm no judge, jury, or executioner. But that awfully looked like it. Which is sad.
Look at all that here.
But at the same time, you know, there's going to be cheating and everything for the most part. You know, I think the move to digital for Magic kind of solidifies, like, you know, less cheating / no cheating can occur.
Get ready for her. This one's mine.
Oh.
Don't fight so hard.
Ah. You know, it's just, I'm not going to say, you know, clearly, you know, oh, they're cheating. But I do have to look at it like, well, you know, I've always said, in any competitive game, people are going to try to sneak some stuff. And it's just, you know, do you get caught because you got too greedy? I feel like there's almost more questions that come up from stuff like this than anything else. You know, is it one of those, well, the prizes were so high that they felt like they had to, and stuff like that. And like I said, you know, it doesn't have a good feel for the game. Clearly it's not. Oh no, Magic IRL will never go anywhere. So many people have their cards, and I'm going to tell you, as someone who used to travel all the time for Magic, who owned a store for a while, the traveling is what really makes it fun. Like, I like playing Magic. If I could still travel and have fun with my homies, it's so much better. Once you take away the ability to turn it more into a sport for travel and stuff like that, you know, you don't really share the friendships by, well, I was playing this one game on my phone, like for Hearthstone, or oh man, I was sitting at my computer all day. It doesn't have the same sort of vibe to it. Um, not to say that it's bad, but you know, given the opportunity, I would much rather travel somewhere with a friend or three than just play from behind a keyboard. Now everyone remembers this gun. It's very annoying. We're about to fire some shots off. Get ready to turn your sound down. Sadly, this thing is still the best. What is it? Caustic firing gun we found. But we only turn it on when we have to kill armored things, so it's not all the time. Hopefully we'll be done with it here in a second. You know, I don't know what it sounds like, but it definitely sounds like a bucket of annoying. You know, clearly because of the sound it makes, it's not my favorite gun. But it's just been so much more powerful than anything we found up to this point that it's very hard to just kind of like turn a blind eye to it. I mean, this is only doing, you know what, 175, 200 a shot, and the other thing's maxing out at 350, 400, so being able to conserve a ton of shots is cute. A lot less annoying, I get it. I really do. See, I like how they said this thing, there's a mission right here. There was. I forgot what it was called. I downloaded it. It actually looked really cute. I can't think of the name right now. But I will also say, for the people who want to be, you know, epic haters, and I respect your decision to do so, one of my buddies did have a problem where he was trying to uninstall the launcher and it wouldn't allow him to. It is in our Discord if people want to go back and look at it. It was from a couple days ago now. I'm not really, personally, I'm not sure what the problem was. I did not fully understand it, but one of my IT buddies did jump in and sort of, he understood the situation, so. God, my guns are so strong right now, they still just don't feel like they're doing anything. And then for today's drink of the day, I accidentally poured way too much whiskey into my glass. But that's okay, I guess my day is technically done. I never actually followed up on it. I know they've been busy with work a lot. Normally when they're really busy with work, they're not really quick to respond. So I don't know. But I had a problem where like they were trying to uninstall it, and it showed that the program was running, but they couldn't shut the program off. Or something along those lines. You know, for people who know me, I'm not a very technological gentleman, so my explaining of things is probably awful and almost completely wrong in every way. But from what I remember, he was having a problem properly uninstalling it. And I guess it has the potential at that point to like wipe your hard drive or something. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. It did sound like an issue. There have been other reports. They're very few and far between. It's not like it's a super common, just like, you have the Epic launcher, have fun, type thing. But it was something that they were dealing with. Killing an enemy with your melee attack causes you boing, get extra deceptions. Okay. Uh-oh. Dude, these threshers are so gross. Oh, that's right, this gun reloads every time. Damn it. Again, I guess it's something that had happened before. Just kind of briefly Googling whatever I looked up. It had said that there was a couple other people, again, not a very widespread issue, so I wouldn't be too worried about it if you like the Epic Launcher and you want to get your free games and stuff like that. You absolutely can. I really wouldn't worry too much about it. It seems like it's a very isolated incident when it does happen. Just know, I guess, it can happen. Though, for everything I've used Epic for, I've had no issues for, you know, take that with a grain of salt or, you know, whatever you would like.
Start the generator when you're ready. Just stick by that generator until the flag's raised all the way up, Slab. The Slab's trying to take our flag down.
Okay, so we're gonna re-put on... Oh, okay, I have this thing. I guess I don't need Screaming Gun Galore.
Out there now!
So it's a little weaker than our SMG, but I guess this gun's not as annoying, so the trade is most definitely fair, I think, on our end here. Let's not make people's ears bleed.
Taking fire!
Damn, these buzzards are just gonna destroy this thing on me.
Taking fire!
The generator's been hit. Reset it.
Oh, I thought it like destroyed it and ended the mission. Well, knowing that, I don't even care. There's no urgency then. I guess that's okay.
You just set off my trap card.
Oh man, look at all the buzzards now. Oh boy. Maybe I should put on my annoying gun really quickly.
Taking fire!
Goodbye.
But you know, for anyone sad that Hearthstone's out of the lineup, like I said, it's not necessarily gone forever. It's just for now we really have nothing to offer. I don't love the way Standard's playing on there, and Wild has just been, in my opinion, always a pile of just really corny decks, and I don't want to play those. I like winning, but I also like having fun, and sometimes those actually don't go hand in hand. So, you know, you may lynch me if you'd like, but I'm sorry, you know.
I disappear.
So, Seth, do you have any plans to go back to Manitowoc then anytime soon to go check on the fam, or is it just kind of like, well, what's done is done and that's it?
Bastards messed up the generator.
Cockpit!
Okay.
I gotta fix
Wow. Well, okay, so we blew through all of our shots on that.
You did it. Now blow up the generator.
Okay. So they just sort of relayed the bad news to you, and that's as far as it got. Okay.
That showed those saw-teeth who's boss. Come on back, Slab.
I do like that last time we tried to beat this mission. Oof. It was glitched and we could not. Hey, little buddy. Aww. I don't think I'm getting up here. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, we're getting up. I got kind of scared there. Yeah, so what happened is, for the story on this, I think I'm stuck by the way. For the story on that mission is, they want you to replace, like, the bad guys' banners with yours or something like that. And every time it goes down, I did have to reset it, so I had to continually go back there to reset it. But for some reason, yeah, all of a sudden it just seemed like, okay, it's up now. Okay, you're done, destroy it. That was kind of abrupt, I give you that. You know, for being a low-grade whiskey, though, that's pretty sweet. And it's pretty soft.
Welcome
Ain't too
to
bad.
my humble shop. I'm sure
I have stuff
we'll
to sell.
be doing this again soon enough. Remember, we're always open.
See, and then it says there's a mission over here, but for some reason it seems like it's locked. I don't know if maybe it's like I'm just being stupid, which could very well be. I mean, we're prone to the dumbitis. Let's see. Okay, so it's up above us. Yeah. And I don't remember how to get up there. Am I just dumb? I feel like there should be a like a lift or something. You know, you only beat this game a billion times, and then no, I don't. I didn't want to do that. Well, I guess we'll run this way quick and check and see if there's anything we can find. There's got to be something somewhere. Okay, well, we're going up. That's a start. Okay, and this just kind of took us, I think, in the opposite direction. Yeah.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card.
Oops, I did that too early. That was a waste. Oh, I can go that way. Okay.
Get on your goddamn knees! You can't!
Oh, and then after the playthrough on Borderlands 2 here as well, we might have another channel change where I may actually be taking the Borderlands off the streaming schedule for a little while, just because I know I can play them in my free time and upload them at YouTube videos, or as YouTube videos I should say, at 60 frames 1080. So it's very hard for me to want to stream them when I can normally only do them cleanly or clean enough at 720 30 frames. So the Borderlands playthroughs may just end up becoming a full-time YouTube thing for a little while here. Uh-oh. There we go. Just for the sake of quality, I like to be able to offer stuff, you know, at the highest that I can, and that's all you can do. But there's some things that I'm not happy with, and the only way to fix those is for me to do something about it. So, okay, so it does keep making guys now. Well, that's pretty hot. Dead? I know what we're doing now, sort of. I feel like the reason why I can't get this mission is probably because there's another mission later on that I have to do. Oh, no. There we go. Because there's an elevator somewhere that I couldn't figure out how to get working. I guarantee you that's 90% of the problem. That's hot that you can chain those together now. That makes me mega happy. And we got an achievement for it. God, my guns are getting dumpy again. At least the melee is interesting because it levels up with you.
True world revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
That did not work. Now where's my...
I'll survive. You won't.
Ye old buffalo rifle. I don't think I want to go this way because that's not going to get me to the map part where I need to go. But yeah, for anyone into Magic the Gathering content, I do have a couple deck techs coming over on the YouTube. We have some good sexy replays coming over on the YouTube. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you do like MTG content. It's that time for us where a new set came out and sort of the floodgate. Oh, I can't believe I hit that. The floodgates have once again opened, which means it's time for us to ride that MTG train hard. Wait, really? Oh, I suppose that's a gun. That's not my melee. Okay. Okay. So I have to figure this out. Because there's an elevator. And it says this mission's like right here. And I know it's above us. It's gotta be above us. But I can't get this working.
Let me know if anything catches your eye.
So I think what'll happen is we'll just go turn this mission in for now. And then hopefully there's a mission that comes back to it. Because I just can't figure it out. And in a last stream I put way too much time into it. And I hate kind of wasting time. Essentially in my mind, doing nothing. So, okay, so we're actually just going to cheat here. We're going to quit, go back to the screen, and then continue. Because that'll actually take us right back to the beginning of the level. I'm trying to do a speed run, brah. Alright, I'm not actually trying to do a speed run. If this was a speed run, we had failed a long time ago.
Did you hear? Roland's dead.
Sorry about Bloodwing, Morty. I wish I had more warriors like you. Between us, the rest of these slabs are kind of useless.
I so love Brick. He's such a doo-doo head to his team. I love it. I need... Do we have any BA points? Ooh, we do have some badass rank. Shield? Damn, I really just want shield. So I guess we do the Monster Mash Part 2 then. We're going to quickly see what kind of skin Brick just gave us. Hopefully it looks pretty hot.
Hey, Slab.
Not going to hold my breath, but... That can't be it, is it? He gave me a Jacobs one? What? Ooh, that's pretty sexy. Which means we need to change the head then. God, that helmet is just so awful. I have to say, out of all the characters, I think Zero has some of the worst heads. I know it's a small complaint, but... I like it, the Discord there. Man, I'm having a harder time picking which packs I want. It's a lot harder choice than I thought. And it is, because you really need to pull cards from every pack. It can be a very grueling task for sure. So we're going to do this mission first. Because I feel like, as normal, we don't like to touch the main missions first. And hopefully we'll be able to loop back around and tackle that other mission. I find it kind of weird that it's, you know, oddly locked like that, but I really don't know what to say. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Update tab? There's nothing to update, game. You lied to me. Oh well. So I hope everyone's having a good afternoon so far. Our day's actually been kind of bland. We did some more arena playtesting. Watched some weird Animal Hospital style TV show.
Locking path to info stockade.
Well, clearly we're not going that way.
Damn it! Jack doesn't want us getting close to it. Brick, you got a plan to get to the stockade? Blow stuff up, that's my plan. Vault Hunter, get the Sawtooth Cauldron.
Okay, so that mission we couldn't find before is exactly where we just were. Which means that's probably why we couldn't find that mission.
My boys can blast open the path to the info stockade, but they'll need some better firepower. You're gonna steal some explosives for them.
I like how we're the good guys. And yet, you know, we got the A-OK to steal, like... Are we really the good guys at that point? I feel like the answer would be no. Is there missions here? No? Okay. There's the fast travel. I will say with keyboard and mouse it's nice to be able to just kind of click on the map. I know that's a stupid little thing, but it's so much more convenient.
To get to where Sawtooth bandits are keeping the bombs, you gotta go through Guano Grotto. You'll have to push through a buttload of saw teeth.
What's up, pretty? How you doing today?
Wouldn't be any fun otherwise, right?
Okay, so I know we have a sniper on. That gun's just really annoying. I mean, I guess the shotgun is technically better.
My slams have been fighting the saw teeth for years. These bastards handed dozens of Vault Hunters to Jack once the fight got good enough. He'll kill them all, Vault Hunter, and you smile while you do it.
Well, that's not a problem to retweet. That's easy. The hard thing is people are like, we need you to retweet, we need you to comment, we need you to follow these 18 pages. I'm not going out of my way for that. I'm too lazy. But, you know, I know you like what you do, so I'll retweet that. That's easy stuff, man.
Bow to my weaponry.
Wow, I can't believe we didn't kill him. That sucks. I might actually go down here.
My equipment must stop, drop, and roll.
See, that's the easy stuff, man. I try to retweet you when I can, when I actually see your stuff. That is, as I'm getting more followers and following more people myself. Some things do get lost in the shuffle, especially because I'm a bad technology style person. I really don't spend too much time over the course of my day on Twitter, on Facebook at this point anymore. And anytime I see your stuff, if I've seen you do something, I definitely try to share it. And not only that, but you said, you know, you might stream stuff down the road. So if I'm able to help start sharing your stuff now, hopefully that gives you a little bit of a leg up when the time comes. You know, hopefully it gets you a couple followers or something. And yeah, I know with your interesting lifestyle of the way your body is, it can be very hard to kind of keep up on stuff. I do. I can't say I necessarily know the feeling, but I know when your illness hits, that does take some stuff from you. So I get it. I get it.
Talk to me, Angel. I need a Vault Hunter, and I need him yesterday.
I found someone with great potential. His name is Zero, or at least he's called that. No one knows his real name, and...
No. Next. I hate those mysterious warrior types. You know, 9 times out of 10, there's nothing actually special about them. Who else you got?
Playing Zero surveillance footage.
Slag, you freak!
Leaves falling from trees. Snow drifting onto the ground. Life leaving your corpse.
Oh, my grenades are so trash.
You just set off my
Did that guy just speak in haiku?
Your death approaches.
I like that. Did that guy just speak at haikus? How did that hit? This thing has like dead nuts accuracy. Oh, I clipped his helmet off. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running them.
Y94 Domo charges if you want to get into the info stockade and find the warrior.
Goodbye.
Take the elevator to get to where they store them.
Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't turn the helmet off. And of course we do. There we go. That's cool. You know, it definitely helps, though, not speaking from experience, to truly have a plan starting out. You know, with Rachel just being like, yo dog, try it. I didn't really have any set of time or any of that. It was just figure out how to run your streaming stuff. That's all you get to do. So you know, I think having a plan is definitely huge.
What is next?
You know, +2 once you actually get going. Of course, I'm going to share your stuff even more on Twitter and then try to help you going and shamelessly plug you. You know, like I've tried to do with some of my other buddies too. When I'm not streaming, you know, try to host them on my channel. Just because it helps get newer people into newer things, which I always think is good. You know, Twitch is definitely not there to help you out. So if you don't find people who can help support you and get you going, that stuff ain't easy at all.
Aw, look, everybody! It's a witty bitty slab trying to use our elevator.
Always
Get up.
kill! You should be running! The big songs of sausage don't come from my head!
Come on, buddy. Go down.
Ghosting.
You know, I know a lot of the connections that I ended up finding over the months. I wasn't super thrilled with in the end. You know, you kind of scratch their back a little bit and then they just let you alone, and it's just like, you know, that's weak, guys. Like, I understand that everybody on Twitch is technically competing with each other, but at the same time, like, you know, the more people there are watching, the more it helps everybody. So I never really understood that mindset. I guess I'm just weird, but like, come on, give me up, buddy. But like I said, you know, I'll definitely host you once you get your stuff going. No, see, I think that's a good idea. I mean, you know, being able to entertain the masses whenever is always good. Maybe not necessarily good for you, but like, it's definitely something that's cool. Oh, game. No, don't do this to me. Oh, I'm not getting up this time, am I? Nope. Damn. I mean, I've only had, I think, like 2 of my connections actually come through, where they legit tried to host me or get other people to follow. Other than that, you know, you try to help them and it's all about themselves, man. Oh no. Let's try to get around him.
A ghost amidst the combat, preparing to strike.
Yes, shield dum-dums. Come on, get down.
Welcome to
No, please get off me, bro. You know, I feel like anyone who thinks Zero is busted, I'm sure he is. But I just feel so defenseless with him. I like that, just retweet him on Twitter post. You know, but I think if you can get a little group of, you know, like personal people or close people to you to help out, you know, I think that's always so much better than just random people. Just because people aren't always, I don't know. I'm not gonna say, you know, like my channel's gonna get huge from trying to go out on my own, because I know that's the harder route to take, but I'm just so tired of people, you know, dunking on me and that it's like, you know what, dude, we're just gonna go alone for a while. It might slow down our growth a little bit, but
Looks like the elevator's not moving.
I'll take that risk.
Gotta piss Mortar off so he'll take the elevator down. The boom bringer! Mortar's prized buzzer. Go find it.
And actually, I think a channel like yours right now would be sweet, just because I have been playing Secret Legends, and actually I kind of had to tell myself I have to quit playing for a while, because I allowed it to eat some more of my daytime than I needed to. I mean, you know, just taking off like Saturday and not touching anything online wise, I got way behind. And then yesterday I'm like, I'm just gonna play Secret Legends. Or not yesterday, Saturday. No, Sunday was Sunday. So like nothing got done. So now I'm so far behind that it's like, okay, I gotta take a couple days away from it, just to kind of get caught back up on stuff, because there's so many magic things I want to do right now and stuff like that.
New present? You're gonna...
No, don't spring up. See, like, no, what did I do? A pistol's probably boobies. Where's my pistol? There it is. See, and I think that's a good idea too, especially because it seems like gaming news nowadays is just coming out so fast. And I know, like, someone like myself who sits pretty much at home on my ass most days, you know, like, I'm getting so much news all the time, but I just never report any of it because it's like, but there is news coming out left and right like crazy.
While I punched them in the red mist. The looks on their faces.
It is insane. You know, when you really start to think about it too,
Killed a lot of people.
all the games that are coming out, all the games that already exist that have following fan bases and stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff to cover. I mean, it's hard to really do it as a one-man gang, so I can respect that.
Counted for nothing once he met me. And ask yourself, if I could kill the wise leader of the Crimson Raiders without breaking a sweat, how hard will it be to kill a psychotic bandit king and a drunken frickin' sniper?
I can feel this thing around my neck sapping me dry. Promise me So long as there's a bullet left in your gun, promise me you'll make Jack pay.
Man, I hope I'm going the right way, because if not, I'm gonna look real dumb. See, my hope is too is you know, come closer to the time when like Borderlands comes out, that I'm gonna actually have my new PC hopefully lined up and ready to go. Then we'll see though. We'll see. I don't really want to say it's a problem because I understand they are doing what they can realistically within, you know. Wow, I actually got up. Whoa, I thought I was about to be sad panda. Hell yeah. What they can do, but I mean, like, you gotta be able to cover so much news so fast, and it's just like I'm seeing something that they are posting, and I'm glad they're posting it because a lot of people don't have, I guess, as much. I don't want to say expendable time because that makes it sound like I don't do anything. But there's just so much stuff to keep up on that you really have to just like stay on top of it. But my beef with that would be they don't do any PC news stuff. And like for me, since I got my laptop, I'm pretty much PC only now. So only seeing console news, it's like, well, you know, it doesn't really do, you know, enough for me. Come on. Oh, run away. Damn, this badass fire thing is touching me hard. Get off me, bro. Why are you so spicy? Ah, that thing destroyed me. I mean, it's hard to really have like a news thing when there's so much info coming out. I mean, and you also sort of have to have either A, your dedicated market who's already into it, or to have people who aren't as hardcore crazy into that. But like I said, sitting around all day, you know, it's just like, this is, at this point, it's old news. Even if you're only an hour late, like, it's already old, you know. And that's kind of crappy, because like, you know, people have regular jobs and stuff like that. Please stop messaging me, people. Please. Dude, I don't even know if I can kill this thing. I'm gonna keep fighting it though. You can suck my butt, you badass tentacle monster. I think I've struggled on this thing harder than I've struggled on most bosses. And it's 3 levels below me. Get dunked on, nerd. I had to fight that. That was so much value there. Okay, so that probably wasn't value in terms of streaming, but I don't feel bad. That was a moral victory. What? Dude, how did that not just destroy him? Wait. It says there's people. I don't see anybody. Oh, there they are.
I see you. He's a junk.
Man, this game gets a lot harder than number 1 does. should have just let him fight those other guys, but that, I don't know. I don't want to give up that experience.
I'm nearly dead. It's time for a second wind. Let my aim be true.
Wow, the sniper's actually pretty generous when you're aiming without the down sights. That's ridiculous. This is 2.
I vanish.
That's why we put points in the knife tree. Yeah, there's, like I said, once I started to look into the actual like MMO market, it's just like, wow, dude, there are so many MMO games. That sucked. I can't believe I bricked my shots like that. Embarrassing. And I know the thing is too with MMOs is even though there's a lot of them that actually have faithful player bases. Like I've been looking at just like concurrent numbers and stuff like that on things like Steam and other places, and it's just like, wow, you know, there's so many people playing these. You know, and I know some of them have their subscriptions and stuff like that. You know, we're still sort of new to the whole MMO thing, but like, it is crazy how big some of the fan bases are for games that are 4, 8 years old. It's like, wow. It really took me back. I mean, as someone who's kind of been stepping away from games that involve dealing with other people just because, you know, people. But I think stuff like that is awesome, that there is these communities that are just so actually passionate about their games that they'll stay there. You know, that, in my opinion, that shows whoever designed the game cared about it. God, I feel so squishy.
Destroying that flying city? Hell, that's a start.
Oh, that's why there's doo-doo heads behind me. See, and like, to me that's mind-boggling that, like, you look at it and it's just like, you know, how many of those people have subscriptions? Like, that's crazy. I know it's not as big as it was, you know, and every game is going to come out either strong and get big, or as I saw with things like Final Fantasy, where, I think it was the Final Fantasy game, where like they had a great overhaul on it, and it seemed like maybe it brought it back more. I could be wrong on that. Again, outside looking in. But I think it's great that there's so many games out there that people are just that passionate about, where they're still grinding away. They're still finding a way to have fun with the games that they love. I think that that's, you know, it kind of shows that games as an art form is clearly, I guess in my opinion, better than people give it credit for. You know, a lot of people just, well, you just play video games. There's more to it than that.
If you destroy it, he'll be so pissed he'll have to ride the elevator down to take revenge on you.
See, I think the problem I have with Borderlands 2, a little side note here from the MMO discussions, is that, like right now, it almost feels like it's too hectic. I mean, I can only snap aim so fast, and there's just so many guys everywhere that it's hard to really, like, get settled for what that's worth. Not that I'm complaining, I love the Borderlands franchise, but I mean, it's almost like there's just too much happening. No! He's gonna die after I get downed, which sucks. Back to MMO stuff. I know Secret World really isn't a popular MMO, whatever it was called back in the day. I think it's like Secret World Legends now, and it was something else beforehand. And I know the community kind of got upset when they did their big overtow, and it doesn't seem like the numbers for that game are super big. Again, for me, the game feels like it's mostly supposed to be played alone, so I guess it's not that big of an issue. But I do find just the ideas of MMO interesting because, like, they are a game, but they almost feel like a line of work because you do have to kind of continually grind, and you do have to kind of continually keep up with things because they are continually changing stuff. You know, which I think has its merits to be a good thing and a bad thing. You know, sometimes they're going to over-tweak stuff, and of course, the player base will become disgruntled, which of course is no good. Oh, get him. Oh, that ability is so strong now. I am a happy panda. He's finally starting to turn into what I thought he would be. A slicing and dicing machine.
I've got a whole
Just walk away from it. You look like such a badass.
You can't kill me! I'm already dead tomorrow! I am gonna boss my teeth!
No, I don't want a like pistol right now. I mean, they're good, but I think the fire damage is more important. Actually, I guess we'll try the non-fire damage one and see if that one feels any better. Yeah, the spread's a little tighter on it, which is good. Destroy Boombringer. Okay. Ascend Inferno Tower. That seems okay. And how do I scare Mortar and look like a badass? Well, we're probably not going to get that one done. Because we were lost in thought process land. So hopefully here, kind of whatever happens, happens.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
Let me grab this money here. So that's clearly destroyed.
No! That's it, Slab! I'm coming down there, and you are gonna find out what it's like to eat your own throat!
Sounds like you can take the elevator now. Feel free to kill Mortar on your way up.
Just love the sound of all the freaking buzzards above me, like. But we're just gonna run past this part. You don't feel like fighting the buzzards because we have to put that really annoying gun on. I don't want to do that to anybody. I appreciate your ears and your sanity, so that I can. We'll just run through here casually, of course. Wow, that gun's crapping every way. I love it. But I hope everyone's enjoyed the Borderlands playthrough so far. I know there's kind of been some questionableness to it on the YouTube. Yes, you know, I am absolutely just uploading my Twitch replays. I know some people don't like that. If people really want us to do a legit Borderlands 2 playthrough, well, this is mostly for the YouTube. I've had some people that just kind of called me out for like, well, these are just your Twitch uploads. I mean, they're not wrong, like they are. You know, if people want me to do a legit playthrough, or like, because with the Borderlands playthrough, Borderlands 1 playthrough, what I've been doing is I actually treat it more like a YouTube video, and I really don't, when I went back and did them, I don't really have any running commentary or anything. It's just me playing the game, and I know some people have enjoyed that. I know some people kind of think it's weird. So I don't know, but I like to treat my Borderlands streams as more like a just chat session, because I mean the game's gonna do whatever it's gonna do. and I like remaining engaged with the chat more so than anything. You know, I think that's more important. Why do I keep getting destroyed by these dudes? Okay, I'll have to fix that then. My phone is supposed to be able to switch it for me when I stream, and clearly it did not fix itself, so I'll have to manually do that by hand. I'll do it after I kill Mortar here, or try to. There we go. Now my audio might cut out for a second here. No. No, please. Update. Okay. I'm still waiting for the day I blow this laptop up. We pushed this little thing so hard. And I do feel a little bad, but like...
When you think murder, think Marcus Munitions.
For my personal life, I've noticed being able to, say, record videos in bed next to our girlfriend has probably prevented a ton of fights and a ton of arguing, because I can spend time with my significant other while I'm doing quote-unquote work. You know, we're hoping we can get this to be a job at some point, you know, but nobody just wakes up a stream all-star, so
take out those buzzards.
We have no problem being on that grind. I've actually enjoyed everything we've done up to this point. I mean, we were lucky enough to hit affiliate early on in our, I guess, all career, if you want to call it that. No, you're supposed to get sliced down, my dude. And hopefully it should be fixed now. Okay, so I might have to put that really annoying gun on for just a moment here. Seeing as how it wants me to destroy 5 buzzards. The easiest, most ammo effective way for me to do it. Wait, what the hell? Is to put on that really annoying gun. Not everything enjoys living on Pandora.
Gotta get off this planet. I gotta leave. Need a supply beacon. A lunar supply beacon. Bandits stole one. They say they're my friends. They're not my friends. Please get it. Please.
Well, we're gonna work on the story mission first, only because we can. Doesn't mean we necessarily have to turn it in. So we're gonna return that on quick. Boop. Just so we stay up on that. Again, for anyone who doesn't like annoying noises, please mute or turn the sound down.
Why don't these guys just give up? You already killed them, boss.
Uh-oh. I don't think we can touch this. I don't think I'm getting up. Yeah. hopefully we respawn close. If not, we may go take a look at that other mission quick. Alright, since it spawned us down below, we're going to switch missions. We're going to go check on that other one.
Respawn station. You have forfeited your right to reproduce.
Face gravy!
Game, why is there so many bad guys? Like,
If you can't take heat, make it one!
I understand you think it's cute, but like, there is a limit on too many bad guys. Oh. And actually, pretty, you would be the person I'd probably want to ask for this, speaking that you are, I guess, like my MMO aficionado. So when they have the, what's supposed to be the WoW Classic or whatever coming out, this, I thought it was summer. I could be wrong on that. What exactly is that? I've heard some people say it's supposed to be like an alleged like restart to MMO where they went back. They kind of retweaked some stuff to look, or not look, excuse me. I guess maybe play a little differently. Like it's supposed to be a simplified version of WoW. You know, if because I never got to play WoW before. You know, I'm just curious to know, I guess, what the difference between something like WoW Classic and WoW is. I feel like if I go down there though, right? Like that's probably not his pet. Let's see. Before we do anything, I did. There we go. No! Why do I keep doing that? We so stupid! Guys, please stop messaging me. Please. You want me to go down more? I mean, okay.
Tried to leave so many other times, I couldn't do it. That beacon, no. It's my ticket out. Just bring it back. Bring it back.
Clearly, we're going to have to find this pet first, because anytime you can get the extra stuff done, it is extra badass rank. While badass rank isn't necessarily super important, I do value it a little bit, so...
You those three marks!
Alright, well now we can take the beacon and go place it.
High quality, low prices, and no question.
Quickly buy some more ammo here.
Keep you safe. 2 words, my friend. No refunds.
Again, once we get to the destroy the buzzards part, I grossly apologize ahead of time. But the one weapon we have is the best at dealing with them. So just tone your volume down again if possible. And feel free to dislike the squealing noises that are about to be produced. We might as well just finish this mission quick. But we're still going to deal with the buzzards, or try to at the same time here. We're going to see how quickly this does anything before I necessarily switch to the I'm sorry gun. I guess that's okay. Maybe.
And I disappear.
Yeah, that gun's not good enough. So everybody be prepared to avert your ears.
Preparing to strike.
The assassin teleported or
Where's it at? Did it not get equipped? There we go. And that one should be dead as well, I would assume.
making me work for it.
Okay, now that one should maybe go down from the...
Now mark those crates for pickup and my boys will come and get them. They'll need those torches to blast open the path to the info stockade.
We'll let him do his thing. We'll go place the beacon by,
Put the beacon down. Right there. Right now! I'll activate the beacon so I can leave. Leave this planet for good.
Now, clearly we gotta see what happens here.
I can leave. I finally found a way off this jack-forsaken planet. Take me! Freaking take me!
Well, I mean, technically they at least got out. Sadly, we can't open the container, but that's okay, I suppose. We'll re-put on our fire weapon here. Now we're gonna try to pick up these pieces or whatever we gotta do.
My boys are coming
I
in.
see you.
Wow.
You're not worth
I'm assuming we won't have to wait or fight off anything. I don't hear any enemies are coming in, so
Got some slabs heading in for pickup. Watch your head. Slabs coming in. Well done. Jump off the east end of the tower if you want to get back to the fast travel station in the quickest and badassest way possible. Slab, did you just jump off the buzzard's nest? Yeah. Damn, you make me proud.
and that's why I love Brick. I really do. Brick's the man. I guess now we'll just head to the Arid Nexus. We might have some chaff to sell.
Keep you that way.
We never use the rocket launcher. Let's just dump it. That's pointless. we're just going to get rid of this machine gun at this point, or assault rifle. It's not really pulling its weight. I think I kept this because it has the high shock damage. I mean, it is much stronger than our other snipers, so maybe we will switch this one out. And finally just sell off the fire one. It's been good to us, but we're gonna leave the annoying SMG for the time being. As annoying as it is. Again, we have nothing that really eclipses its damage in terms of corrosive damage, so for the time being,
Success.
and annoying as it is, we will roll with it. Wow, you don't really hit the carts as hard as you think you would. Man, Jack is really sending in the Okay, we're gonna fight these bowling monsters because allegedly someone had messaged me after last stream and let me know that there is a bullymong that drops something super special, I guess, in this area. That bowling ball, there he is. Whoa. Nope. Collect 4 skag parts, huh? Well, I feel like that's the way we're going this time, so let's see where this gets us.
Keep your head down, Slab. My boys are starting their run.
Nice. Just blow up the bridge, why don't you?
The way to the info stockade is open. Get in there and find out where Jack's got Lilith and the warrior. While you're doing that, I'm gonna pay a visit to a Hyperion outpost. See if I can't steal some heavy armor for our final assault on Jack.
I actually feel like I remember this place. Yeah, this is where you get the beehive. Or maybe it was just the hive. Maybe it wasn't beehive.
You see that building with the light shooting out of it? That's the info stockade. We're gonna get you there through the main Iridium pipeline. Head there now.
Feeling overburdened by money? Don't die.
There should be a ladder on the side of the pipe leading to a maintenance hatch. You can use that to get inside the pipeline. It'll be messy, but it'll lead you to the stockade.
Okay, so let's turn on the Monster Mash Part 2 first. Extra melee damage because we are melee build.
Man, those skags have no idea what I got planned for them. It's pretty much gonna be off the chain. Funny.
That was it? That was fast. Now, I'm not sure if there's... I want to say there should be a fast travel here. Oh, lovely. So we'll go turn this mission in first. Get the rewards for it. Because I really feel like... I don't fully remember, but I feel like we are nearing the end of our BL2 main story experience. After... I think this is part 8 or 9 now. Like, we've spent a lot of time in the BL2 universe for the initial playthrough.
Hey, why are you giving me all these bloody body limbs that I in no way asked for? Please take these $100 bills as a sign of my disgust. So, yeah, funny story. Those projects I was working on, they're kind of loose. Do me a solid and get rid of them, would you? You know, if you really think about it, this is kind of your fault.
Well, first we're gonna go collect this other mission.
Relax, everybody. You're safe.
And I think maybe right now we'll blow 1 gold key, just to see if we can get something sweet in terms of extra weapons. We've kind of been riding the same for a while now. We really, I mean, the 2 keys we wasted gave us 2 really powerful guns. So hopefully this time we can find something that's a little better than what we're on.
Like I said, instead of punching, I prefer to keep my distance from the target, pick my moment, and kill them with a single well-placed shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You lost me at
Instead of punching.
You been listening to those Hyperion newscasts that say you're killing kids and kicking puppies? I found the guy who's recording them. He's in the Arid Nexus. Pay him a visit and set the record straight.
So we're gonna use a key here just because we can. Hopefully we get something spicy. I feel like that's not spicy. Wait, longbow incendiary transfusions. Okay, those might actually be pretty good. So we're gonna put those on. Homing transfusions? We're gonna put those on instead. With that said, we will use 1 more key just because we can. Hopefully we get a better gun. Maybe a shield or something? Wait, that's a shotgun? Okay, so I'm kind of curious as to why the shotgun looks like that. Let's see. It shoots slag rockets. And that SMG eclipses our SMG in so many ways. Okay, so we're going to hang on to the initial rockets or grenades we had because I don't really think... I guess Moxie's gun can go too then. I'm just going to say our shotgun's kind of smelly. We're going to get rid of this base SMG just because it is very annoying. We're going to hang on to the curveball though, or the fastballs. Just because the raw amount of damage on them is very, very impressive. But as always, damage is not everything. You know, having to land shots cleanly with the grenades is not always easy. And seeing, see, I don't know how I feel about the shotgun. It does slag, which is nice. But slagging isn't necessarily always everything. We're going to do the Monster Mash first here. Let's seek out these monstrosities that are. Let's see what comes from this. I like how it says press tab to update, right? But like, nothing ever actually updates. I don't know if maybe my game's acting funny or not today. Could very well be. For people who know me, I do have bad electronic issues from time to time, so. Like how you can sanctuary off into the distance there. Very hot.
Meet the Scrags. Body of a stag, wings of a wreck, and the insanity of both. It's a pity you're impressed.
While we're gonna get less experience shooting them this way, I think that I'm not gonna feel too bad about this right now. Okay. So there's several interesting things with that statement. I'm actually glad you asked them. It's nothing I ever really brought up. I know I haven't actually had too many people ask me that. So when you are a small business owner, you don't necessarily pay into things like disability as normal. So the state of California pretty much dunked on me, and they're like, because you never really paid into it, you are completely uneligible for it. So, you know, it is what it is on that front. I've also talked to some other people as well that have told me, like, here's the deal. Okay. Well, okay, so now, but here I guess is the good part to it, okay? I could get an attorney, and I could push for it. But in the state of California, they've already told me, if I make the hard push for disability, right, pretty much a stipulation to that would be I could no longer golf. And golfing is the only real athletic thing left in my life. And at this point, outside of maybe drinking new and interesting beers, that I like to do in my free time. So to make the trade-off of, well, you could make a small paycheck in exchange for never golfing again, I don't think I can do that. For me, that's a really rough trade-off. So, I'm not gonna lie. You know, heart of hearts, real talk here. For what happened to me, moving to California was probably the worst choice I could have made. But I'm happy to be home. You know, I love California, even with all of its differences that I have with the state. And they are some pretty big ones, but yeah, California's a huge stickler about stuff like that. And they pretty much said because you don't pay in, or you didn't pay in to a point, you cannot file. So I don't want to say I don't have that luxury, because that sounds in my mind like I'm wording that incorrectly, but yeah, I have no option to actually file out here, being a, at the time, small business. Okay, I don't feel too bad about that then. But as I said, you know, from the person I had talked to, they had said, you know, at least in the state of California, you know, I don't know if it's elsewhere or not, but because if I did file for it, I could push for it, I wouldn't be able to golf again. I really, that's not something I would willingly do. I like my golf. I don't do it all the time. Clearly, it's not something that I can just afford every week or even bi-weekly, but it's one of the last real physical inducing things I get to do. Well, see, I mean, I had been working for a long time as well, but they pretty much like immediately dunked on me, and they're like, no. So I mean, that is what it is. You know, we can't control that. Does it suck? Absolutely. You know, do I live a lot on pins and needles? Absolutely. You know, that's why we're hoping, you know, I'm not trying to be the next Ninja, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would be super happy with our streaming thing you know, just being almost like a part-time job for us. Because if I can get it to that point, I would have a little more breathing room. You know, I wouldn't be as stressed. You know, I always promise Rachel everything's going to work. And, you know, I mean, it will. I will, you know, I'll force the circle through the square if I have to. But, you know, there's times where it's not fantastic for us. I'm lucky enough to, I guess not now, but I was lucky enough to have insurance, you know, when I got into my accident, that Rachel's insurance was able to
Success.
really cover a great chunk of the initial force of the accident. You know, but there is, you know, and I know you know too, that there's some ones where you have to make what I would call, I don't want to say weird decisions, because that sounds like, you know, you're spending your money questionably, but you really do have to almost overly budget for things, and you almost do have to make some more blander decisions. You know, you can't just wake up and just, well, I'm going to go here because I want to, because that's not a realistic thing. But you know, it wasn't necessarily my choice. You know what I mean, to like get into a car accident. But it is something that I have to live with, knowing that, you know, I made the decision to continue, and I did tell Rachel, like, you know, it will be good if I do. So again, you know, I'm not trying to be a millionaire off my streaming. Just, you know, every little bit that comes in is huge, and I know, like, the last time we were walking on pins and needles, I got my first check from Twitch, and I was like, oh, you can make some money off it. You know, it wasn't a ton of money, but it was absolutely fantastic that it came at just the right time, and we were able to cover some of the bills in that a lot cleaner. And it was like, oh my, you know, it's not necessarily fun, but I mean, not everybody can live an overly extravagant life. There's going to be people who, due to illness and stuff like that, will live a smaller life. It just depends on kind of how you look at it. I know, again, you understand that very well. You also understand it's not necessarily as fun, but, you know, life isn't always fun. And, you know, life, I don't want to say it isn't always fair, because I feel like I want to say in my heart of hearts it is. I really do. But, you know, having to live that small life and not necessarily get to do fun and great things, and, you know, I know everyone's living situation is different. You know, Rachel and I don't have kids, but we have pets. Yes, it is our choice to have pets. I will not say, like, oh, well, we have to have these pets. But I mean, why we gotta go here if everything's only level 7?
Time for go to bed.
That's a fair statement. You know, I just, I think sometimes I word things, I don't want to say incorrectly, but in the most positive way possible, because I know since I've been out here, there has been a lot of worry from a lot of close friends and family, and if I don't choose my words properly, it does end up freaking them out or scaring them. And you know, I think for people who know me, that's not what I try to do. Now I'm going to tell you, okay, I'm not by any means like an atheist or anything like that. And I remember having the argument in the hospital with the nurses because they're like, you know, they asked me what my religious preference was or whatever, or however they worded it. Off the top of my head, I honestly don't remember. I had bigger things to worry about at that time, like, am I going to live? But I told them, you know, like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm happy if you have religion, but, you know, God did not save me. You know, He does not have a plan for me. I made the choice to be strong enough to live. I tried to do everything I could to self-sustain myself in the situation of oops. Will I insult anybody for having religious beliefs? Absolutely not. I do believe for some people, and not everybody, having a belief of something is better than sometimes living a life of nothingness. As weird as that sounds. And I'm sorry if anyone's offended by that. Again, one man opinion, not always going to match yours. But I do agree with the magnifying glance at an ant farm to a point. You know, I often look at what happened to me. And I often just honestly say, like, I did it to myself. You know, is it true that, like, I went headlong into the back of that FedEx truck? Of course not. You know, and I've often asked people too. Not necessarily to say it in a way that freaks people out, but it's like, let's pretend I was trying to end my life. You know what I mean? Like, would you have looked at me living now as a good thing? Probably not. Now, clearly, you know, that's not me. I don't mind life and everything else, but you know, I get a lot of that God has a plan for me and stuff too. And
even for an insane genetically engineered monstrosity, still
that does get very old very quick, especially when you're either not religious or you have people essentially trying to cram what they believe down your throat. It does get very old very quick. You know, which is why I really don't talk a lot about my accident, because normally what happens is it starts off as an almost genuine conversation, and then it honestly breaks down very quickly into a religious debate, which in turn makes a lot of people very angry because everyone's opinions on stuff like that is completely different, and it's not my place to tell you you're wrong or any of that stuff, because you know, like Rachel and I, you know, she's pagan. I wouldn't say she's hardcore pagan, but Rachel's pagan. I have no religious belief. I would never tell her you're insane, because like, that's, you know, that doesn't affect our relationship. That doesn't affect the outcome of what we're doing. I can say without a doubt that I am sure for a fact that you get a little more gruff, and that's another reason why too I made the decision to come out here, is because my family out here shares more of my mindset. So I didn't have a ton of people jumping down my throat telling me, you know, but you gotta believe now, and oh, you know, this and that and the other thing. You know, they're just like, you know, Chris handled it like he should have, and that was the end of it. Like, there was no like surprise questionnaires or anything. They just sort of trusted my decision making, and that was that. Which I'm glad that there wasn't all this extra baggage, if you will, that went along with it, because that, it does wear on you after a while. It does get old. It gets tiring. No, see, well, okay, I can't say I agree with that too, because I know 50% of my fam is Sometimes 50% of my family is definitely not. And in California, this side is definitely not. So I had to deal with that little to not at all. Um,
Another day, another unsuccessful genetic abomination.
so, you know, I feel like for my mental happiness on that end, I went to where I had to go just to not be pestered by all the stupid arguments that would have followed
Why'd you bought something?
that clearly, you know, are senseless.
Don't tell nobody where you got that. Anybody else? You found it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no, see, for me, it's my Wizco family is really into stuff like that, and there would have been a ton of things that I would not have really wanted to deal with because of that. So if I have to be out here in California, specifically Southern California, and struggle a lot more but not have to deal with stuff that's just going to grind my gears, that's a fair trade. At least in my mind. It might be stupid financially, but you know, I value my brain overall, my mental health, more than most people, just because, you know, the joke of you can be safe in your mind, but that's not always true. So maybe I'm selfish, and that's fine too. I always said, you know, take care of number one, and I feel like if you can't treat yourself right, it does become hard to treat others right. Now, I know a lot of people, again, they don't share that mindset with me. That's fine. I'm not gonna lynch you for it, but don't lynch me for my opinions either. I mean, I think everyone should be respectful, or at least try to. Oh, well, this works. Hell yeah.
This just in, Pandora. The bandit scum who killed Jack's daughter has just set the Old Haven orphanage ablaze, and...
It's you! Die, bandit scum!
Reinforcements request.
Trouble on the border. Today, Today marks a historic occasion, listeners.
That's pretty good.
The day order came to Pandora. After heroically opening the vault and destroying the evil inside, our beloved leader, Handsome Jack, dispatched miners, surveyors, soldiers, and engineers to the savage border planet.
Damn.
Jack wishes to assure the populace that Hyperion will bring peace and order to the lawless hell that Pandora has become. Bandits, psychos.
Well, clearly our grenades did something there.
With Hyperion in charge, Pandora can look forward to a very...
I feel like he didn't drop us what we wanted. I mean, I guess that class model wasn't terrible. Wasn't necessarily anything I can't live without, but... Get off me, bro. Oh yeah. See, you know, for the most part, I've been lucky enough to where I tried to be as open as possible, and you know, I think Rachel is very understanding of what happened to me. You know, I do have some times where, you know, you dig in your head and it really doesn't help anything. It honestly just makes it worse because, you know, you start thinking about stuff and I know you get this. You know, a lot of people just don't understand. And it's almost impossible to just be perky 24/7. But it's very frustrating when people are not understanding or
Explain it to me again.
Like I said, instead of
you
punching,
feel bad about
I
stuff.
prefer to
And
keep
it's
my
not
distance
necessarily
from the target,
because
pick
you
my
really
moment,
had control
and
over
kill
the thing.
them with a single well-placed shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You lost me at instead of punching.
Good on you. Things should be a lot easier for us without that windbag spouting lies every day.
You know, but I do know too that a lot of people outside looking in, they don't understand, and I think it's unfair to sort of expect people to, just because a lot of people's idea of hardship isn't really that hard. You know, I've been lucky enough that I was only in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and you know, I made damn sure like I'm getting out of here as quick as I can because I just got tired of, you know, I can honestly say, you know, and I know Rachel knows this because I told her already, like I fully lied to get out of the hospital early. I didn't have feeling in my bad leg. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I totally feel that. Just because I got kind of tired of sitting in a hospital bed, and feeling that nothingness. You know, it is rough. It's not fun. And I know this is gonna sound very mean towards some people. And I know I don't want you to take this offensively, because I honestly, if anyone knows kind of the weirdness that comes from, you know, being injured or illness, it would definitely be you. Being able to detach yourself from a ton of people is so much easier, and mentally so much healthier. You know, I hate when people have to judge me. You know, I don't want to sit here and be like, well, you'll never understand. You know, but I also don't want people to be in the car crash I was in. Like, I would never wish that upon anybody, because that's really messed up, you know. But it sucks when, you know, people look down upon you, or they baby you for it, and it's just like, I don't want to say it's not fair, but like, you know, you people, and again, just you people, we're not naming names or anything, I don't expect you to understand what I'm going through, but at least try to be respectful of the person.
Preparing to strike.
I know that's kind of easier said than done, I guess, for a lot of people. But you know, it's not easy knowing that, well, I'm gonna have my bad days, or there's gonna be days where, you know, mentally I don't have my head in the game. But don't lynch me for it. No, and I mean, like I said, in my heart of hearts, oh, that sucks. Wait, oh, we might be able to get up. Oh, probably not, because we're not good at this game. Oh, are we getting up? Oh, come on. Damn. See, I've been lucky enough out here that I haven't had anyone necessarily baby me, but there is a ton of, in their mind, cause for concern. And again, I haven't had a real job now in a long time, and at some point it is very potential that the money could run dry. That's a fair concern, you know, but I still want to be treated as a person. I still want to be looked at respectably. You know, it's not like I'm standing here with my hand open asking for handouts. You know, I want to get better. I want to be not, I guess not to sound cliche, but like, you know, be as good as I can be. And to have people either intentionally or unintentionally trying to hamper that, you know, I know you know, it doesn't make anything better. I'm not a charity case, you know. As a person, I try to do what I can to make sure that things meet and ends get tied up as well as they can, you know. Does it always happen? No, of course not. You know, I would love to live in a perfect world. Okay, so honestly, probably not. I am someone who does enjoy the chaos a little bit more, I think. Just because it keeps me more interested, as dumb as that sounds. I know that's kind of wrong, but like, you know, at some point it gets kind of tiring that you always feel like you're being examined under a microscope, and that is frustrating. Now see, I understand your issues. I will never ever be like, yo dog, you need to drink, because I respect you more than that. And I think that's the thing too, is a lot of people don't really look at that as a sign of respect, but I feel like if someone just says no, like that's okay. You know, drinking doesn't make you cool. Legally drinking makes you 21. And being legally 21, it really ain't that cool. You know, again, I still feel like you do have more interesting baggage than I do, because you have you know, a kid definitely makes things that much more interesting. And I understand too the pressures of drinking. As someone who drinks a ton, probably a hell of a lot more than they legally should due to their liver already kind of being fried, you know, but again, that's my choice. But like, I understand with your issues, you know, drinking doesn't make anything better. And, you know, as someone who does drink, I don't want to say daily, because that's not necessarily true, but you know, at least every stream, to be respectful of other people. You know, even if they don't just want to drink because they don't want to drink. But with your health issues, like, I know that's not a thing that you can just wake up and go, yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. I think I understand the whole negativity in your life more now, I guess after my accident. Than I did beforehand.
What is next?
You know, either way, I feel like this section of the stream has become hopefully oddly informative for people. We've kind of deviated a little bit from the, I don't want to say wholesome, because I know that's a lie, But you know, this stream has kind of got a little deep, and for people not into that, I am sorry. I do apologize, but you know, it is stuff that can be discussed. Alright, hey, that's cool. Have fun with that. I'm actually about to take a quick little intermission here because I have to go to the potty room really bad. So actually, with you leaving, I'm gonna take this time to go on a quick intermission. We'll be right back. I shouldn't be gone too long. If you're still here, that's cool. If not, I respect that. Alright, let's get reset up here. Let's get going. Let's get back on this mission. I'm sorry the stream, I guess, got a little dark here with some of the conversations we had today. But it's stuff that kind of had to be said. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy to ask me about it or talk to me about it. But again, you know, we're pretty open about everything. So with that, let's get focused back on the game here. We got some spicy loot today. The levels are trickling in a lot slower than they were beforehand, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. We're gonna see what happens with this here, because this is supposed to home in or something. Oh. Alright, so these grenades might not be horrible bad. Now it's just kind of figuring out where we need to go. To get where we need to go. But hopefully here we can kind of refocus on the game. Again, I do apologize for the some of the conversations, undertones that were discussed today, but you know, there are things that kind of bounce around in our head from time to time, and you know, Pretty is a friend of ours, so being able to have those discussions with them, sort of pick their brain a little bit too, is healthy for us. So while these grenades may not be technically classified as stronger than what we had, I kind of feel like they are, just because they home in. That's clearly good. If you're new to the channel and you love Borderlands, feel free to follow. You know, we do Borderlands. If you like Magic the Gathering content, I recommend you follow as well. If you do like Hearthstone, we do Hearthstone content from time to time. It sort of depends on how we feel about it at said given time. But you know, any extra followers we get are great. Clearly, it's greatly appreciated. You know, this is pretty much our only line of work, so any follower absolutely helps us out tremendously. Alright, so we're done being boring with the shameless unplugging. You know, thanks for anyone sitting in here. It means a lot to us. That'll send out the homing missiles, which should kill that. Or the transfusions, I mean. Ooh.
The true world revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
Uh-oh. We might not get up from this. Oh my. Oh, we actually got up. That is insane.
Before I fall dead.
Let them do their work. It is insane how much harder this game is than number one. Like, this has so many more moving pieces, if you will. Woo! You know, again, though, we have that feeling that our guns might not be super good. I don't know. I feel like they're a little lacking for what that's worth. For anyone just tuning in, this is the vanilla version of the game. We have no mods or anything going for it. Personally, I felt like that would be better just because I know like console players don't really have access to things like patches, or not patches, but mods and stuff to that. So I figured, you know, we're just kind of being nicer by doing stuff like this. It is a heavily melee built Zero build. So we are focusing basically on your action skill. We're trying to. Okay. So now we really got to ask ourselves here. Shield capacity, of course. Is there anything else in this tree we like? Shooting enemy increases the damage of your next melee attack. That's weird. Extra damage to your back. While moving, you have increased melee and gun damage. That's kind of weird. After getting hit, your melee damage does extra damage, increases your crit shot. Okay. I guess we'll go with the wall moving. I mean, the way we have built our character, clearly moving, I don't want to say is the right move, but we can't necessarily afford to sit. Wait, under the... See, I'm not really sure exactly where we're going here. I didn't necessarily want to fall down there, but that's what we did. Sadly, I don't feel like we're following clues by any means here. I'm actually feeling this pistol more. Yeah, it is a smidge weaker, but I think the overall of it is very good. As for the follow the clues, I feel like we've already messed this up. Hopefully not. But I'm sort of feeling like we did, so let's see here. Okay, so that's clearly maybe not the way we need to go. Okay. So we've done a thing here. I mean... Okay, so seeing how we pull the latch there, maybe there's a bunch of things that we're just not playing with properly? Hmm. Okay, we got a ladder. Ooh. Oh, we're full. Okay, so is there anything in here just worth absolutely nothing? 644 is not that much. 527 is clearly not that much. 549 is not that much. Okay, let's see if reading the description of the mission helps us any. Hmm. So clearly we've never initiated the follow the clues part. Which is interesting. Whatever starts said mission we haven't even done yet, which is kind of weird. Hmm. The acid-soaked railway is in the digger's shadows. So I feel like we're really off because all we've hit so far has been the absolute last chunk in this section. So clearly we're way away from where we need to be, or at least where we need to start. Alright, so this new pistol does feel pretty good, even though it's just simple damage. Nothing too fun about it, but that's okay. Let's see if we can find something here. This is our latest SMG we got. Feels pretty good so far. It holds a ton of shots. The damage on it's pretty insane, all things considered. Speaking that, we very rarely find SMGs we love. It's clearly good to see SMGs that we're in love with now. Okay.
Incoming badass.
So clearly, we were not paying attention somewhere. And now it looks like we're just kind of floating around in the infinite nothingness with this. I'm so glad this pistol is super strong. The clip is big on it. The damage is huge on it. There we go.
Ghosty. Unworthy opponents.
Okay. We should still get up from this. Or not. Wow. Well, I guess we've been down a lot, so it's whatever.
Thanks for using this Hyperion New You station. Please die again.
So I feel like first we should go back to the start of the level and quickly sell off all the stuff we have, because we have a lot of stuff right now.
Grenade.
And it's not necessarily helping us at all. We have no more room for loot.
Hear my skills.
And seeing as how we messed up somewhere. Alright, so we are at the back at the beginning. Let's buy some ammo.
You're my millionth customer.
And sell off a ton of stuff here, so that's gotta go. we're not really big fans of the pull the trigger as fast as you can, just because their accuracy always seems to be just a little on the light side. We're gonna keep the grenades we have for now, just because they do feel like they're pretty good. They might not be the strongest in the world, but I do feel like they're clearly worth their weight in gold. Okay, so it says follow the clues. Let's start from there. Game. Why? I guess we're getting good experience here, so it doesn't feel too bad to kind of grind this.
Assassins never die.
I don't know how strong I agree with that statement, but okay. These things are always worth killing, again, just because they're raw cash value. You know, it might not be super exciting to kill them, but at the same time, they are worth some good free amount of money, so it's kind of hard to say no. Okay, so we're just going to stay on the beaten path here and see if anything changes. I feel like this mission might be kind of a goose chase for us. I think that okay, well, here's some railways up above us there, so let's go look at this quick. Let's see what we got going on. I feel like this mission here is just a trap for us. You know, clearly we have no perception as to what we're doing, other than essentially reading clues, which in turn are not really helping us. So hopefully here we'll be able to piece them together. Right now we're just trying to follow, I guess, something. I'm not really seeing anything that necessarily sticks out to me. You know, maybe I'm just being a dummy on this here.
I disappear.
Again, at least the experience here is really strong, but it kind of feels like we're grinding. I guess for no real outcome right now. You know, we have no clue where we're supposed to be going. It makes it hard to commit when we're not really sure. we're doing is a waste of time or not. So again, we're gonna keep grinding here a little bit just to see if maybe we can follow, I guess, quote unquote, the clues. We're kind of seeing how we never even triggered that yet. I don't feel like this is a mission we want to be doing. Kind of seeing how we've already finished the fifth and final chunk of this. I think we're going to take a hard pass on this for now. We can come back to it, but we do know that the data mining mission, while being a story mission, and normally we don't like to do these right away, is probably the correct thing to do, because if not, we might be grinding here forever and just get absolutely nowhere with it, which I do not want to do. Wait a minute. What's my class mod? Oh. Okay, so it looks like we accidentally got rid of our health regen. So that's not good. I guess we will have to roll with it for the time being, like it or not. Hey, we're fighting. I thought we got a new skin for this. Okay, so Dimensional's pretty hot. Sunstare is kind of ugly, so we'll roll with the Sunstare.
Busted. Still, the pipe looks cracked. I bet if you raise the pressure, you could blast the pipe wide open, get inside that way. Yeah. Head to one of the pumping stations.
Slam! Mordecai! I made it to the Hyperion outpost. Just give me some time and I'll steal a drop barge. Once y'all find out where the warrior is, we can all go after it together.
Crank those valves to raise the pressure.
Okay, so I feel like we're not necessarily right where we need to be just yet. Wow.
Sorry. Did that hurt? That sorry was sarcasm. I am not sorry.
The bandit got me. Grenade out! Up, down.
My skills are sharp.
I don't feel like we have a good corrosive weapon right now. I think we sold all of our good ones just because they were annoying. Or just weren't treating us well enough.
My trap card. Your death approaches.
We'll quickly check here, but I don't think we do. Not even close. And this was for shields? Okay.
Bandit! Bandit! Finding a sniper position.
Goodbye.
Wow, that lunge really sucked. I can't believe we bricked that hard. Rough. I don't think we're getting up here. Nope.
We at Hyperion wish to thank you for your attempts to overthrow us. The numerous deaths you have suffered during your revenge quest have brought in considerable profits.
Okay, well, so let's get as far as we can here. I think if we can get this mission done, we'll be happy with that. But I think that might be time to call it a stream here soon. We got some errands to run. We got some laundry to finish, so
What is next?
kind of seeing how bad our weapon selection is here right now. You know, clearly this part does not get necessarily any easier for us. Seeing as how we accidentally kind of sold off all of our caustic weapons for our well-being, our mental well-being.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
And also seeing how we have one mission we're not really sure on what to do. We'll try to get through this a couple more times. If we can't, we're just going to call it a stream. You know, no point to sit here in the same spot, dying and dying and dying again, with no real payoff.
Don't worry, customer. Death happens to all of us every once in a while, except Handsome Jack.
Clearly, seeing the struggling we have now, we made some poor life choices with our weapons. Now we're kind of getting punished for it, so.
I disappear. Yes.
I love how being even 2 levels below us, they are still just wrecking our face uncontrollably. That's an exploder.
See him! Stop the assassin!
I am ready.
Oh,
Going loud! Invisible!
Ghosty.
Decloaking!
wow. We are severely getting punished here. Not that that's a bad thing, but come on, hit him. There we go. I can't believe we accidentally got rid of our health gain. We had so much life regen on that too.
Hit the other 2 pump stations and raise the pressure till that pipe's fit to burst. Then you can bust the pipe, get into the stockade, and find out where the warrior's buried.
Hey, buddy, it's me, Roland. Let's kill Handsome Jack and then we'll all go out for milkshakes.
No, I'm just playing. He's still really dead. Grabbed his echo unit when I left. Just wanted to tell you that Lilith is doing a bang-up job charging the vault key for me. The warrior will be awake in no time.
Okay, so clearly we're going this way.
I vanish.
Wow.
I am ready.
Increasing aggression.
The sad thing is we're not even necessarily netting like great experience from this.
Success.
Ah! Damn.
The Hyperion Corporation respects all forms of life.
Okay, so we'll switch that out.
So long as they pass.
That's about the only gun we can really trade out to hopefully have more damage. Dang. Even one of our highest damaging guns really has almost no value for us. Come on. I do not remember struggling this much on any part of this game. Maybe we're just getting old, but like, this is rough. This is rough.
What is next?
Let's just find these stupid twisty nozzles. Boop.
Sounds like the pipes are nearly bursting. Hit the last pumping station and we'll be ready to blast the pipeline open.
Alright, something really good with corrosive damage, right? Or some dumpy shields, I guess that's cool too. Not really sure how I missed that shot, but sure. That's gotta be good for getting up. Wow! I never remember this game becoming this, I wouldn't say difficult. I'd almost say more frustrating. You know, maybe we always had the proper weapons for it, but like, this is rough. We're just getting our shit kicked in. This hurts. Well, the good thing is it took us back, so we don't have to deal with all that crap, I guess.
Anyone can live. Have the courage to die.
I go see if we can scoop up any ammo. I don't think we will though. Okay.
Disgusting. This slag, inelegant chemical, increases damage.
Mm-hmm. This is insane.
What is next?
I feel like we're really getting punished now for not having the quote-unquote proper weapons for this part of the game. I don't think we're getting up here. Oh, yes.
Pressure the pipeline so high, a little force will pop it like a piston. Get back to the pipeline and bring your vehicle. Got an idea.
We're just gonna get out of there. The grinding would actually be really good for us probably right now, but no. Let's just we're getting destroyed here. Let's get out of here. Again, we definitely do not have the proper weapons at all.
Good. Now, ram the pipe with your vehicle. Probably won't kill you. Hopefully. I heard that all the way back at Sanctuary. You can get to the stockade through the pipeline now. Get inside, find out where Jack's got the warrior.
I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Yep. We went the wrong way. Let's try this again.
Hyperion thanks you for your patronage.
There we go. Well, we hear some guns clacking off on us. Let's see what happens here.
A grenade.
Give up already! figures.
Not sure how much I love that extra little bit of melee damage. I feel like it's kind of a waste. I like how it says tab update, but like it never really updates us. Shield, maximum health, shield. I think with that said and that out of the way, assuming it saved where we should here, I think we will call this a stream. Oh yeah, we got one of those here. So with that said, thanks for everyone who poked their head in. I hope we were able to entertain you. I know our conversation got a little weird today. I hope you enjoyed it.